You know, the one thing about the mountains is they're f***ing cold. Here in Idaho, snow won't melt in the mountains until July, and by September, it's already making a comeback. So if you want your hiking and backpacking season to last longer than 2 months, you're gonna need to stay warm. And the number one piece of equipment that you're gonna need to do that is a down jacket. And I know you may be tempted to throw on that super comfy, but super heavy cotton sweatshirt, but that is not what you should be using out there. The reason you need down and want down in the backcountry is because the weight to warmth ratio is so high. These are super light, super packable, super warm jackets that are gonna keep you comfortable and they're gonna keep you warm while you're doing your overnight camping in the fall, spring, and colder seasons. But down jackets aren't the cheapest things. Backpackers know there is a price to pay for lightweight. And today, I'm trying out 3 different down jackets, all at a different price point of $100, $200, and $300. Can you get away with something for just $100 or do you need to spend $300 to be comfortable in the backcountry? I'm gonna answer that right now. The first jacket I have here is our cheaper option. This is the REI Co-op 650 down 2.0. This retails for $100 and it weighs 11 ounces. And all in all, I think most people can actually get away with something like this. Now, it does have a few little quirks that I'm not a big fan of. First off is just the fitting of it. My shirts, my jackets, my t-shirts, all of those I wear in a large. And when I originally bought this, I bought it in a large. But the sleeves were a little too long. And I know you can't tell from the video, but I'm 6 feet tall and my old high school basketball coach described me as long. So it's really unusual that I had to go a size down for this jacket. Once I went to a medium, it seemed to get really tight in the arms. And I know you're like, John, I mean, that's because you're absolutely shredded like The Rock. And I know, obviously. But for really cold excursions, I'll have stuff on underneath this, a fleece layer and a long sleeve shirt. And that makes it even tighter. So it's not the most comfortable fit. It does have this recycled nylon shell that actually holds up pretty well in the rain. In a light rain, it won't soak through. That's the one thing you need to know about down. It is not waterproof. If down gets wet, it will not work. I'm not too concerned if a jacket is waterproof or not because I will have a rain shell and a poncho out there. And if rain starts happening, this is not the piece of clothing that I brought to protect myself. This will be under something and staying dry. But it is a nice feature, and if a light drizzle happens while I'm hiking, the down will not stop working. That's nice. The other thing is, unlike the other 2 more pricier options I have here, this one seems to leak the most. I also use my down jacket as a little extra pillow support at night, and when I use this one, I do wake up with a few extra feathers in my sleeping bag. That can be really annoying, but all in all, for $100, I do think the REI Co-op 650 2.0 is a good option for the casual hiker. This is the Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer 2 jacket. This is the lightest jacket of the 3, coming in at around 8 ounces. It comes with a hooded option. I did not get the hood. I don't know why you would get the hood. It's just extra weight and probably blows off you. Wear a beanie or a hat or something. Don't get a hood. Now, this is the most expensive of the 3 jackets. When I first bought it, it was $300. I see it listed on Mountain Hardwear for $250, yet it's on sale right now in some places for $140. So the prices of all 3 of these may vary just depending on what's on sale and what's not. But consistently, this is probably gonna be the most expensive of the 3. Why? Because it's the lightest. This is made with 800 fill down. Now, when we're talking down, I mentioned earlier that the REI Co-op jacket is a 650 fill down. Basically, down ranges from usually about 650 to 900, 950. The higher that number, it means the less you need for more warmth. So just think the higher the number, the less weight for the warmth. What I like about this jacket is the obvious low weight at 8 ounces. It's super light. It does feel fragile, which is kind of hard to get used to at first, but this jacket has never leaked on me, and though I keep thinking that it's fragile, it's never shown a sign of being fragile. Now, it is kind of a burden on my mind to know that I'm wearing a $300 piece of clothing that feels like it could tear at any moment, but credit where credit is due, it hasn't yet. So if you're all about that ultralight life and you need to shave 3 ounces off your down jacket and you want to be as light and packable as possible, this is the jacket that you need to go with. And finally, this is the Patagonia Nano Puff jacket. This is my favorite down jacket. And it's actually not even down. This is made with Patagonia's Primaloft down, which is basically synthetic down, fake down. Now, all 3 of these jackets are like fair trade certified and, you know, have all their seals of approval. This one goes above and beyond with all its recycled materials. This one comes in at like 11.9 ounces, so it's a little bit heavier than both these jackets, but at 11 ounces, it's still super light. I find this to be the warmest jacket. It's the best looking jacket. It fits really nice. It's definitely the most durable. There's footage that you're probably seeing right now of me hiking through brambles and sticks and stuff. It never leaks whatsoever. Unlike real down as well, if this gets wet, it'll still work. That's the one nice part about this Primaloft. It's water resistant as well. And if you ever, for whatever reason, get a hole, which I doubt you will, you can see the design pattern on here is these very small squares. That's to make sure your leak is localized to that specific area. The whole jacket's not gonna just pour Primaloft out of it. It's just gonna be that little spot that you gotta take care of. And at $200, this is right in the middle for the price point. But this jacket is my favorite jacket. This is the jacket out of the 3 that I would go with. Now, a down jacket isn't the only piece of clothing that you need to keep you warm in the cold weather season. So check out this video if you want to see a full cold weather hiking outfit. All 3 of these jackets can be found at REI. Link to them is in the description below. And check out these playlists over here if you want to see just more awesome hiking and backpacking videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.